So the last time that I was here at the Natrax testing facility in Indore, it was with the Hyundai i20, and if I'm honest, it was a lot of fun. Well, I'm here again today with Skoda India, and as you can see behind me, there is a lot going on. In fact, we have different activities lined up today in almost every model that Skoda India sells. To begin with, there is a mild off-roading activity with the Kodiaq 4x4, and then we will move on to a high-speed bowl wherein we will be going all out again in the Kodiaq and then the Slavia. Finally, there is a specially prepped handling track which will be testing the handling prowess of the Slavia and the Kushaq SUV. So that's pretty much the agenda for today, and I am looking forward to it. So let's begin. But before all of that, let me show you guys this really cool one-off concept. Now this is of course based on the Rapid, but what makes it really special is the fact that it's a 4-door convertible. Now it's unlike every other concept which is just for show, because as you can see, it's got doors that you can open and close. Now unfortunately, this car is not road legal because it doesn't have any sort of rollover protection at all. But as a concept, I think it's really cool, and the fact that a bunch of students have put together this vehicle makes it cooler still. Let us know in the comments if you would want Skoda India to do something like this with their future models, perhaps the Slavia. Speaking of the Slavia, the C-segment sedan along with the Kushaq recently scored a 5-star rating in the global NCAP crash test. And to demonstrate how safe and solid the current lineup of cars is when it comes to high speeds, Skoda India invited us over to the incredible Natrax testing facility in Indore. So what all did the brand have in store for us? While I was keen to jump into the cars and get going, our day actually began with a quick safety briefing regarding the tracks, the cars, and most essentially, how to keep it nice and clean and not exceed track and personal limits while driving on wide open tracks. With the briefing done, we were chauffeured to the first activity over at the dry handling circuit. Now, it's a fairly long circuit, and the way it's laid out is such that it's a workout for both the car and the driver. There are elevation changes in the first half, a couple of long straights in the middle, and a tight technical section at the end with switchback corners and nearly 90-degree turns. All in all, it's an incredible circuit with a layout that has been designed to gauge a vehicle's handling, grip level, and chassis balance. So we have just driven around this amazing 3.6 km long handling track here at Natrax. Now I had to go first in the Slavia and then the Kushaq. Naturally, the low-slung Slavia felt more agile, it felt reactive through the technical sections, but I have to say that the Kushaq did surprisingly well. I mean, for a compact SUV, it didn't feel like it was out of its comfort zone at all. Time to move on to the high-speed track with the Slavia and the Kodiaq. So I have had the Slavia 1.5 as a long-term test car for the last 6 months, though I could never really fully exploit its straight-line performance on public roads. Handling track done, we are now at this high-speed bowl, which is around 11 kilometers long. Now I believe this is the second fastest high-speed bowl in the world, and over here we had the Kodiaq and the Slavia for company. As for the top speeds that we could achieve in both these cars, the Kodiaq managed 217 km per hour, whereas the Slavia topped out at 203 km per hour. Now mind you, that is with 4 people on board, and even at top speeds, both these cars felt incredibly planted and stable. Finally, we are at a vast land of this location wherein we will be going off-road in the Kodiaq 4x4. Now we know that this isn't a hardcore off-roader. Skoda even knows that, which is why they have developed this track, which to my eyes doesn't look very difficult. In fact, I have seen some of the obstacles, and it seems like this car will clear them without any struggle at all. But how well does it really do at this off-road track? Let's find out. The 3.5 km long off-road trail at Natrax had everything, albeit mellowed down. Wide open dirt sections, steep gradients to get the car up to a fairly extreme bank angle, dry mud pit to test the approach and departure angle, and a downhill section to play with hill descent control. The Kodiaq didn't feel like it was struggling through the obstacles, but then again, the whole setup was designed in favor of the SUV. Nonetheless, It was a good indication of how capable the Kodiaq can be if you happen to go on a road trip to an unknown destination and the going gets tough. That's it from us for this video. Let us know in the comments if you own any of the new Skoda cars, or if you're planning to buy the Kushaq, the Slavia or the Kodiaq. We would be more than happy to clear your doubts.